E tudo bem com vocês? Bem-vindo ao volta ao meu canal. Hoje eu vou falar sobre 5 coisas que ninguém fala com uma pessoa estrangeira da fora. É completamente diferente. A vida brasileira é diferente do que a vida americana ou americano-coreano. Alguma coisa assim. Just for a backstory, I thought I was going to be living in more of a big city, but we ended up moving to the interior do Nordeste. É completamente diferente do que morando em uma cidade grande, né? Como São Paulo ou Rio de Janeiro. I've never been to Rio de Janeiro, but I'm assuming a big city. Como assim? Mas eu sou de Los Angeles, California, United States. So it's a big city. You gotta kind of it's different. Muito interior, é um pouco difícil se eu pudesse falar nicely. Então, vamos começar uma lista que eu achei choque, that I was kind of like, whoa, this is different. Number 1. A primeira coisa, Brasil é muito quente. Oh my gosh. Believe me, I've been to São Paulo. São Paulo in the winter can be kind of pretty chilly, but here in Nordeste, right when we landed, I remember coming out of the airport and it was like, whoa, you could feel the humidity. And yes, California can be warm and very hot too, but it's dry and it's a very, like when you say 85 degrees, 90 degrees, you feel, this is 90 degrees. But here, 90 degrees plus the humidity, it's like, whew. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Like everything kind of makes you mad. Like because it's so hot and so sticky, I understand why people are just like, whew, because the heat kind of gets to you. I'm more of a cold weather type of person, so you could probably tell that it's a little hard for me. Whew. Not just that, but the humidity messes with everything. For example, I need to buy anti-humidifiers for my closets because my clothes starts to get like mold on it, you know, because the humidity is like messing with the fabric and it's getting kind of funky in there and the smell gets kind of weird, and so you need these anti-mofos. It's interesting, I never had to do that in America. First time I ever used it was in Brazil. And humidity messes with food. I feel like food gets spoiled quicker because the temperature is like it's a perfect environment to grow very fast. For example, if I have food left over and I leave it on the table to eat later, in America or in a different kind of type of climate, the food is fine. But here, you can't eat it. It gets spoiled. We bought feijoada and there was a leftover feijoada. We left it on the table to eat later. And because of the constant like warm temperature, oh yeah, you don't want to eat that anymore. But it got spoiled and it was a waste because feijoada is so good, right? Numero 2, you can automatically feel more danger there is in this country. I'm always having to look over my back. Make sure to be aware of my surroundings anywhere I go because it's Brazil and anything can happen. Okay. Don't get me wrong, in the United States, in LA, there's places where are bad areas and you don't want to be there as well. Generally, we just stay away from there and you're fine. But here, people recommend me not using my cellular phone, walking on the street. They tell me not to pull out my wallet. I don't know, just like things that you normally can do in America that you can't do here. Especially for me, for some reason, people think that Asian people are like rich, and some are, but not me. If I was rich, I'd be sipping on a caipirinha on the beach and just relaxing. If you're not lucky, things will happen. But they're gonna happen anyways, whether you're in America or here. That's what I think. So just be careful. I tend to walk a little bit with my chest up a little bit, act a little tougher, you know, just be like, when like somebody I feel like is a ladrón or like a robber or something, you know, you kind of have a feel. And so I look at them not scared. I kind of look at them like, are you gonna do it? Let's do it, you know, like now that I think about it, probably not the best thing to do, but crazy, what am I doing? Número 3. This one might not be applicable for your city, but from where we are, we went to an Italian restaurant. They sell pizzas, pastas, lasagnas, como assim, né? And I noticed there was ketchup and mayonnaise packets on the table. And I was like, okay, cool. Maybe they sell burgers or French fries or something like that. And I noticed a lot of people around me eating pizza would put ketchup and mayo on their pizza. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you? I was blown out of my mind. I've never seen that in America. Let me tell you a little something. In America, people get mad if you see people eating like pizza with a knife and fork. And you're just like, what are you doing? You have to eat a pizza holding it with your hand and you eat, you know? Some people like have technique, you have to fold it in half. That's like the East Coast way. But you eat it normally with your hand, and you eat the pizza, right? If you're like cheeky or whatever, you use knife and fork, or if you're at a nice restaurant or something. But even at a nice restaurant, I would just pick up the pizza and eat it. I hear knife and fork is like, wow, I'm serious. I thought it was just like because it was a restaurant and blah, blah, blah. But people really knife and fork their pizza here and put ketchup and mayo on their pizza. I was blown out of the way. They put on their lasagna too. I was like, what? Oh my God. I even saw somebody put mustard on their lasagna and I was like, wow, they do that here? And I was like, is that just like a preference thing? Because like people do weird things. I like weird combinations too. Like for example, I like eating a sandwich. Instead of using pickles, sometimes I'll eat it with kimchi, like the Korean cabbage pickled kimchi. I thought it was that, but no, I saw a lot of people, and not just that. In America, girls and some like fashionista guys will take a napkin and blot their pizza to get some excess oil off, you know, because they're trying to keep their figure and trying to look nice. Whatever, right? Here in Brazil, there's a bottle of olive oil on your table and they will just drizzle, and I don't know, it depends on the type of person, I guess, but they'll go to town and just put some olive oil on that pizza. Like there's this one guy, I was like, wow, do you want some pizza with your olive oil? Because that literally was more olive oil than pizza. I do understand why people do that, because good olive oil does enhance the flavor of the pizza. I tried it. I can't put a lot like Brazilians do, or some Brazilians do, but I found that very interesting. It was very shocking. Número 4. The mailing system here in Brazil is... The mailing system here is ridiculous. I don't know how it is in bigger cities, but here in the Nordeste, the interior, é muito complicado, é muito difícil. For example, just within the city, like I have contas that I have to pay. For example, light, electricity, water, internet, coisas assim, né? Mas o conta vai chegar after this de vencimento. Faz sentido? So you can imagine that the mailing system internationally, because I'm from the United States, right? So people send me packages and things from friends and family. For example, one of my friends in the beginning of the year, it was January. I still remember this because January 1st, I mentioned, oh, you should buy me this hat as a joke. And she bought us the hat. And I was like, oh, wow, oh my God, it was like a cool surprise. And she gave me the tracking number and we're waiting for this present. After 3 months, I texted her and was saying, maybe you should call it the company that you bought it. It was an American company sending to Brazil. And it said it was in transit, like for forever. My brother-in-law told me that sometimes it takes a little bit long, and I was like, this is ridiculous. So we forgot about it for some months, and 5.5 months later, I finally received the present. I was very happy. It was a surprise to me because I didn't expect it to arrive. 6 months, 5.5, 6 months to receive something from the United States is kind of like, and no sé, it's almost to the point where it's not worth it to wait. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I mean, in America, you order something off of the internet, it'll come the next day. It's shocking, right? Is it just me? Or I asked somebody here in Brazil and they told me, they're like, é normal. And I was like, no, it's not. Numero 5. This one's not so much shocking, it's more annoying. Something I don't like. I hate mosquitoes. Oh my gosh. Oh, I remember going to the centro of Recife to get some paperwork done, and just you feel this itchy, like what is that? Like I was wearing shorts at the time, and you look down and you just see this, like, not swarm, but like you see mosquitoes, and I'm just like, oh my god. The worst part isn't getting bit. Like that's not a problem. It's, to me, I think it's the next day. It's when it's like itching and they don't come at you like, I'm gonna bite you, you know, like I always get bit where I'm not looking. So like the back of my arms, do I have some today? Oh, I'm okay today. Usually they'll get you like the back side of me, I don't see. I think mosquitoes know. There's like, we gotta go behind and like bite the crap out of them from behind. When you come to Brazil, your best friend becomes the hakechi. And for good reason. I'm like a tennis player now. I'm a pro with this. Like when you see mosquitoes, just like, wah, bah! Oh! I promise, like, you just, it doesn't matter where you are, you have to always be careful, and it always gets you like when you're not even thinking about it, you know? My wife will be like, there's a mosquito in the house, and I'll be like, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And the best part about it is that it makes that like that electricity, look at that. Oh. And then when you see the mosquito land in the thing, like I hold it. I just like hold the button and let it cook in the, oh, I hate you. And it, oh, I hate mosquitoes. If you come to Brazil, make sure you buy a hakechi. Então, gente, those were the 5 coisas. There's more. This will be continued as time goes by. If you have anything that you want me to experience or make or see here in Brazil, no esquece botar seus comentários embaixo. I would love to hear what you guys think or what you guys would like to see. E se você gostou deste vídeo, não esquece curtir e não esquece se inscrever também, se você não é parte da família ainda não. Damn it, how do you say that? I should know this. Oh. And we will see you on the next one here at Cali Gringo. Ciao amigos.